street shifts over. I understand that we got a bunch of people that want to get street shifts tonight. And we coming right back out on the Highlanders, yes?
I can't hear.
Okay, those of you who are getting street shifts,
I've just got mine over there.
make your way to the center of the room.
Make your way to
For
the
those of you
center.
who are not getting staged in, I'm going to need you to maybe we can close the windows just for a second so the Sundance doesn't interrupt me. But there's nobody over there listening. Alright, let's go. Awesome. For those of you who wish to keep talking, just go for a cigarette. If you don't smoke, just start smoking. Fuck off. Fuck off. So the idea of the ceremony is trying to teach you all a little bit about Newfoundland. When all is said and done, you're going to be called what's called honorary Newfoundlanders. We have some paperwork to go with that. Do not lose the paperwork once you receive it, because you can get into more places with this than you can most passports these days. Can I trust you with these? Do not get them wet? Excellent. So, as we're about to start, I should first let you all know that I'm not the son of a fisherman or a lake housekeeper. I don't eat fish 3 times a day, and I don't drink straight. At least not before noon on weekdays. I'm not the boy that built a boat, and I'm not the boy that sailed her. But I got a boat with a fine Ford Cuddy, and it's got high top sails, and I painted it green. And it's the prettiest boat.
Have you ever seen?
Somebody has heard of me. And who's behind the bar? Can we turn down like the treble or something? Or bass or something? Bass. There we go. Excellent. I had a premier once and his name was Brian Tobin, and he went to war with Spain over something called a turbot. Now I'm not quite sure what a turbot looks like, but I'll be damned if somebody from Spain's going to come take it away from me. I believe in kitchen parties, not raves. I believe in icebergs and blue stars, and that the puffin is a true, proud, and noble bird. Now a scuff is a dance, and a blue star is also a beer. That is pronounced Newfoundland, not Newfoundland or Newfoundland. Newfoundland is the oldest settlement in North America, the youngest province in Confederation, and the only rock you can party on. My name's Skipper Nuki, and I is a Newfoundlander. I'm going to leave my mic off because I don't like that sound in the background, so we can all keep it at this level. This will be awesome. Now, 95% of the original settlement here in Newfoundland came from 2 provinces of Ireland and 3 shires in England. We've managed to adopt a lot of their culture, history, traits, and a lot of their linguistics. We actually managed to come up with our own language, and it's called Newfoundlandese. Now, the first 3 words that I want to introduce you to is what I call prog, puddock, and glutch. Prog is a Newfoundland word for food. It's for your puddock, your stomach, and you're going to glutch it back. Means you're going to eat it. Now, this evening your prog is what I call Newfoundland steak. It's actually maple leaf bologna from Toronto. The reason why we call this Newfoundland steak is because years upon years ago, the kid that would have this on his sandwich would be considered the rich kid. The kid that would have lobster on his sandwich growing up will be considered the poor kid. And that kid would be so poor that if you didn't wake up on Christmas morning with a heart on, he'd learn to play with it out. I do need everybody to take a small piece of Newfoundland steak. Do not worry about it if you're a vegetarian, because there's not real much meat in it. Put your hand up so I know where I'm going. There we go. Excellent. In there. As soon as you get it,
good feed.
Perfect.
So we look at the face.
Oh, it's only you.
Oh, there's
Yeah, but Chelsea. Chelsea.
We all get a piece.
I don't eat bologna, my dear. No.
Awesome. Now.
I appreciate your saying, guys.
In 1497, There was a man by the name of John Cabot. His real name was Giovanni Caboto. He was an Italian explorer. We know him as John Cabot because the English paid for his travels, and that's just how it had to be. 1497, John Cabot did sail the Atlantic on his boat, the Matthew, all the way from Bristol, England to Bonavista Bay. And when he arrived, he saw lots of activity in our water. Well, he didn't know what was going on, but he dropped his bucket down to fill it up with water, and when he came up to the top of the boat, it was filled right to the rim with codfish. Now, word got out fast how plentiful the fish were in our waters, that they traveled from all over to settle here and to catch the fish and salt the fish and trade the fish all around the world as a means of survival. And one place in particular that we traded was with Jamaica. Because in Jamaica, they make rum. And we love the rum. We loved it so much that we would actually get them on that wharf and we kissed that fish goodbye. No, that was coming back to us in the way of rum. So in keeping with that time,
I can't see. I gotta get the other side.
this is a real Newfoundland codfish. Given the chance, this fish would have grown up to the height of 6 feet tall and weighed as much as 130 pounds. This fish will not grow any more than this because it's dead. And it's frozen, and it fits perfectly in my freezer. The significance of this fish, this one, is that my 12-year-old daughter, now 13, caught it out in Conception Bay last July 16th. And when she saw what was happening to all the other fish that day, getting gutted and filleted, losing their cheeks and tongues to the restaurants, she wanted this fish, this one, to become the most loved fish ever to come out of the water. And it has, because I've used it in every ceremony. I do need everybody to pucker up and give this fish a little kiss. Do not worry about anybody taking your picture or video doing so, because whatever happens here in St. John's tonight. While you are kissing the fish, make sure you hold the pose long enough to see a flash or hear a click. Otherwise, you will hear those horrible words. Do it again. Alright, I'm coming around now, so get ready. Yeah, woo! I got
Gary, I don't know if I can do it.
Hold on. I gotta get up there with Ray.
Yeah, you're doing something right on here. Okay, but I don't know if I can turn and do it at the same time.
Oh, hold on! Oh, no, don't do it again! You'll have to send me that one, Paul. That's my girlfriend. On the Facebook, what? Sure.
I'll do it tomorrow, so you'll forget
Lucky fish.
Come on, do it! There you go. Yeah, my lips burn. My lip burns.
So frozen, they just
My lips burn.
Don't make me turn me mic on. Like I was saying, we used to trade our fish with the Jamaicans for their rum, and it was a strong barrel rum. In fact, it was considered a test of a man if he could drink it without screaming, passing out, or having a heart attack. He was considered a true man. Johnny or a woman, or transgender. In fact, Screech got his name down on the south coast of our province, where one night we were serving up our hospitality to a U.S. captain. He drank the shot and he yelled at a great big yell. the sergeant came on, busted into the room, and he said, "Who yelled out that god awful screech?" And there was a Newfoundlander who was sitting at the bar that said, "Screech, boy, tis the rummy, son." And that's how the screech got to me. So, I never got you to sign any waiver form, so try not to get any of this on your skin. Now, we can't have a drink without having a toast. So please wait till everybody gets their shot, and we'll do one together.
Thank you, my good sir.
Chelsea! Oh,
no!
Guys, did everybody sign up for this?
who didn't sign up? Who is it? Who was
For those
it?
of you who didn't sign up, make sure you give Andy the information after so we'll get your certificate. Alright, hang on. I got
Hey, buddy.
Are we all good now?
Yes.
Okay, we only have 4 skates in the building. Okay, I know.
Hold on.
This guy's getting the Jaeger. Hang on to her.
Back here.
I'm recording.
How you doing? I got you. Yeah. Are you covered? Got the screenshot. Sounds like good.
Okay, here's to health at your company and one for the lasses. Let's drink and be merry out of our glasses. Let's drink and be merry. That's the refrain. Or we may or may not, or we'll all be here again. Up the lips over. Okay, now you're
I got every moment of that.
Just grocery room.
Before I let you go, I do have to teach you a small little phrase. Now,
This is what
to give you an idea of our dialect here in Newfoundland, the shortest conversation you're ever going to hear from people
I've been
goes
training.
like this. Earn, smurn, nern. That is a full conversation. Now, in order to understand it, you have to envision 2 fishing vessel captains crossing each other in the early morning gut. And one fishing vessel captain looks over at the other fishing vessel captain and he says, "Earn, smurn," and the translation is, "Did you catch any fish this morning?" And the response was "nern." Any idea what that might mean? Oh, it means no, I didn't catch any fish this morning. Otherwise, it would have said no. You speak English. I'm going to try to teach you something a little bit easier, and that's "Ava." Ava means "I agree." So, whenever you're in a situation where you're talking to someone from Newfoundland and they're talking too fast or their lingo's a little bit too thick, just agree with them. It's so much easier to say that than to ask them to repeat it. Because if you ask them to repeat it, they're going to say it the same way. Let me give you an example. Someday, what? Hey, what? That means the weather was nice today. I agree. If you didn't understand what I said to you when I said that, that same conversation would have gone sideways. It would have gone on like this. Someday, what? What? Someday, what? What? Someday, what? It keeps on going on. Anyway, I want to go around the room. I want to see everybody give it a try one at a time. I'm just going to point at you, okay? Ava. Perfect.
Ava.
Perfect.
Ava.
Yeah.
Ava.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ava.
Yes. Yes.
Ava.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ava.
Ava. Aye. Ava. Yes.
You picked
Yes.
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 Ava.
Yes. Yes. No, not a boy.
Oh,
No, not you. Someone.
Woo!
Okay. No, not from here, right? No. Hey, no, don't say it in a questioning manner. Because when you agree with someone, you don't say, I agree. Right? You say, hey, Now, don't abuse that, okay? If you see me walking down the road tomorrow, don't be going, hey, bye. Because that don't make any sense. Because what you're doing is just going, I agree. I agree. They're going to slap a hockey helmet on you and give you a box of crayons. Anyway, I want everybody to say hey, bye at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Hey, bye! Perfect. Now that you got that done, we are going to go along to the graduate level phrase. So, when you go back home and they ask you in Newfoundland to get screeched in, they're going to ask you, is he a screecher? There's only one proper response for that, and that is Deed I is me old cock and long may your big jib. So is he a screecher?
I taught him well.
Deed I is me old cock and long may your big jib drop.
She knows.
Deed I is the old cock and long may your big jib drop.
Deed I is the old cock and long may your
One more time. Deed I is the old cock.
Are you asking me to repeat it? Yes! Yes, one person got it. 1 out of 25. The correct response was Ava. I just taught you that lesson. Said what? Okay, I taught you a lesson and I wanted to give you an immediate application. It's the same learning process that they use in Rosetta Stone. It's very effective. Anyway, I will slow it down for the rest of you. I know I'm not talking too fast. You're just thinking a little bit too slow, but that promise just starting to kick in. So up along being the rest of Canada, you might say indeed I am, but in Newfoundland we say deed I is. I need everybody to say deed I is.
Indeed I is.
At the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Not indeed, just D. The next part of the phrase
Sorry,
is
love, I
the
didn't teach
old
you that.
cock. Now, cock is a shortened form of the word cockney, which comes over from Old England, meaning my good friend, my good buddy. So what you're saying is, yes, I am my good friend, but you're going to say, deed I is me old cock at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Deed I is me old cock.
My old cock. It's me old cock. My old cock is something totally different. Last part of the phrase is that long may your big jib draw. You see, the jib is the foresail in the schooner, so as long as it's drawing wind, you're doing good. It's a wish for good luck. What you're saying is, yes, I'm a good friend and wish good luck. You're going to say, deed I is me old cock and long may your big jib draw. Got it?
Yeah, make a big jib drop.
Got it.
Once again, the correct response was just a
Hey, bye.
Hey, bye. I say it, then you say it. We'll do it in 3 simple segments, okay? Deed I is.
Deed I is.
Me old cock.
Me old cock.
And long may your big jib draw.
And long may your big jib draw.
Now declare your honorary Newfoundland. Hang on. I do have one final rant before I go away and you continue off with this awesome Monday Night at Shore Street Festival, Day 5. Only 2 left. I have your certificates. I will pass them out, but before I do, I want to tell you one more thing. Please remember a couple of these. This is the kind of serious part of the ceremony. We're very proud of these things. Please pass them along, otherwise they tend to get forgotten. Newfoundland was the first province to respond to the Titanic distress signal.
Absolutely.
It was 105 years ago, and at the time, Newfoundland was its own country. Now, as we stand unified with Canada, we're the first province to respond. Newfoundland was the first place to discover proof of the theory of the continental drift. We were the first to host a transatlantic flight, and we were the first to have wireless communication in the entire world. We are the oldest rock in the world. This is the oldest city in North America. Water Street is the oldest street in North America, and the Royal St. John's Regatta, which happens on the first Wednesday of August, which is in 2 days, is the oldest continuous sporting event in North America. We are considered the most generous people in all the entire country.
Yes.
We're the funniest people in all the entire country. We're the sexiest.
I'm good in the sack!
That was another opportunity for you to say, hey. According to McLean's magazine, we're also the most sexually active people. A Newfoundlander invented the world's first artificial ice arena. A Newfoundlander invented the gas mask. A Newfoundlander was once a governor in northern Rhodesia. think that's Zimbabwe. And there was a Newfoundlander with Abraham Lincoln at Gettysburg. We are the only place in the entire world to have 4 identifiable flags. We have our own encyclopedia. We have our own dictionary. We have our own pony. We have our own dogs. And we have our own cultural publication. The good old Newfoundland there. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
Joe!